I have brain cancer. I've been living with it for 21 years.
Oh, Lord.
I was given 5 years to live, so that's my expiration date. Way past my expiration date. I've had 5 brain surgeries, 4 different types of chemotherapy, whole brain radiation. In the fall, I did a gamma knife. I have a glioblastoma that does not seem to be very aggressive. It's being very lazy. I get scanned every 3 months. This is my latest scan. I don't know how they tell what's going on, but this is stable for me. This brain. Yes, I'm doing well. Ironically, I'm probably in the best health I've ever been in my life. I went swimming last night, which was great, and I bike ride and run, and so I'm living a pretty good life, so I'm very happy. Yeah, so I'm working on a map of my brain. This was one of the scans, and then the tumor I made into a snail.
Okay.
So it's just hanging out in my brain. There's a practice where you take pages from a book, and what you do is you paint the page, but before you do that, you just pick out words that resonate with you. And then you paint over except for those words. So you just have those words left. So I ended up taking a bunch of them, and it turned out it made a story. Her brain in overdrive. She laughed. I'm in uncharted waters. All the information swirling around, jumbled in her brain. She hesitated. Oh God, was this really happening? It was like standing on the ledge of a skyscraper and peering over the edge. Wind in your face, knowing one misstep, you plummet. Tell me what I want to know. Pain like a cloak crept over her. Distant memories, not ebbing. Choices, it all drifted together until it was as murky, impenetrable, darkness surrounding. One day, just one day in the sun. But the sun wasn't for her. It never had been. She couldn't take it anymore. It was a gigantic weight pressing. Sighing in resignation. She wiped the tears trailing down her cheeks, and then she lifted her chin, determined she wouldn't shed another tear. She would wake up and see the light. And then, something profound. Her entire body was tender, but not for the usual reasons. And how achingly beautiful as the butterflies scuttled all around her. I was going through this really bad treatment, and I was telling somebody what it was like, and I said, I feel like I've lost my soul. And so I just started obsessively drawing and painting butterflies over and over and over again. And then I learned that the word soul in Greek is psyche, but it also means butterflies. So it was just this really interesting connection that I would do that. And then every time butterflies come to me when I need them. I was going through a treatment, and I kept having to get blood tests done, and it was always in the morning before coffee, and it was just always and they would just take vials of blood. And I remember driving to the lab one day, and I just parked my car, and I just started crying. I can't do this anymore. And I look up, and there's a butterfly, and I was just like, okay, I can do this. There was a monarch butterfly that came into my house one day, and I picked it up, and it had very tattered wings, and they just look so frail and fragile, but they're so resilient, and they travel for thousands of miles in this migration. And so I remember this butterfly grasped onto my finger, and it had just this amazing strength. And I remember holding this and looking at this butterfly, and it's such a beautiful symbol of resilience. So I brought the butterfly outside on the plant and watched it fly away. And so butterflies for me are just this really important symbol I grab onto, this hope and this resilience. I mean, look at this crazy hole. This is my active void.
And in your case, you're reclaiming your story with your art because you present so normal, like as if nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
But there's that is going on inside of your brain,
Mhm.
and you're giving it a voice with your images.
Now, if I could give people some hope, that's really important to me to get back, because I've just been really lucky. Really lucky. I'm lucky I found you guys here, because that was a lifesaver.
Last week when I was looking for a storage room for Shirley's art, I found one of your butterflies, and it was just this rush of like, oh my gosh, Sylvia was here 10 years ago making butterflies, and here you are, still here.
I was just alone, and just you find things to distract yourself, but it doesn't give you any kind of sense of purpose or joy. I was just watching television and just not doing art, and then I came here, and then it's just like everything just started pouring out. And then having the space just to be here and in whatever way I was, happy or sad, and then to be with other people that were going through the same thing. It was just a great experience.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. And may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. Voila. All right.
This was great. I came early for music.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.